Okay, this is like take 10. I ain't tripping because it's worth it. Check it. First and foremost, it's going to seem, well, I'm messing with rhythm in full effect because in between my work, I'm taking some of that energy, I'm making some of that energy, and I'm taking it to this creation. Why? Because later on down the line, this is the compendium, the information that not only can later on people use to generate their apotheosis, as we're about to see here, but this is what you leave in regards to your children and their nation. So when they talk about their inheritance, when they're old enough to have the keys, or you old to pass them on the keys to the estate, they're gonna have to be knowledgeable to receive it. So first and foremost, though, started stuttering there. First and foremost, though, this one young lady, I was watching the video, and she was talking about psychic attacks, spiritual attacks, witchcraft. It hits her in the instinctive or the guttural mind first. So the gut, the stomach, your intuition. You know what I mean? That when they say that gut feeling, don't ever ignore that. And so I agreed in the comments, and I said that's the physiology of the Virgo metaphysically. So another young lady, she responded and said, well, then explain the Scorpio, because you know both of them got the M. I'm thinking the Virgo got the Ichthus, Scorpio have the tail. So I'm gonna lay it down right here. I sent her a message, but I'm gonna lay it down right here. Scorpio being death. This is our mentalism. This is my mentalism. The death can either be an ego death, but if you look at the card as a skeleton, he hungry. So that ego death being is him fasting. All right. So when you look at it in the wilderness, you look at it as either he went to go get baptized by John the Baptist, and there was a death there, and there's a new transformation for him to go have temperance, to be tempted by the devil. All right, because you got death, you got temperance, you got the devil. Why this is important? Because on the rider weight joint, the devil holding one man, one woman. Of course, that's Adam and Eve. But in here, it kind of get cosmological as to why. So I'm gonna say it even goes deeper, because I was watching the video from this smart brother originator. He said something that could be easily seen as heretical. So I'm not even gonna say it the way that people would mistake it. The lower arcanic energies should be used for us to transmute for elevation. That is absolutely fact. Why I said I'm not gonna say it to make it sound heretical, that's why I always say I use them as chakras. Because in chakra physiological development, your chakras, your root is developed between the years of 0 to 7. I said this earlier. 0 to 7, you learn your survival. You learn what not to touch, what's hot. You learn what can hurt you. That's your formulative years. 7 to 14, your sacral is growing. That's when children hit puberty between them years, and that's them lustful energies, or them grounded, manifested energies. That's when they first start to really affect the body. Sacral, 7 to 14. 14 to 21, that's when people are in groups in society, from schools to where they're working, so they're learning to build their self-esteem. They're in their groups, their friends are teaching themselves or teaching each other how to build each other up, especially in moments where things happen, bad things happen, relationship issues, family issues, your dog might die, you might have passed the mid-exam or whatnot. Friends building you up, building up positive esteem, so your solar plexus is being built positively. But there's always a flip side on polarity. If not, these are the traumas you got to deal with, but that's not the soapbox. You got to use those energies to transmute and elevate past here to get up to the higher levels. And it's in here. Matter of fact, when I said to you previously, when Jesus explains the one, we're going to go to the definition of the one. So I asked if I might understand this, and then it said to me, the one is a sovereign that has nothing over it. It is a God. It is God and parent, Father of the all, the invisible one that is over the all, that is incorruptible, that is pure light at which no eye can gaze. The one is the invisible spirit. We should not think of it as a God or like a God, for it is greater than a God, because it has nothing over it, no Lord above it. It does not exist within anything inferior to it, since everything exists within it. For it established itself. It is eternal. And so, I'm not going to go back in, because you go back into Genesis 3:3, even the Most High said in that, I'm not going to forever dwell within the man, because man is only going to live 120 days. I'm paraphrasing, but even that. So, even when they call Jesus, well, I'm not going to debate people here saying that Jesus is the Most High. No. The Most High said, and Jesus said in here, he's not the Most High. But what Jesus is going to say is the purpose of what I was saying, how those energies, how I'm always talking about these energies of polarity need to be transmuted from the lower to the higher. They're going to formulaically say it cosmologically here in regards to Adam being the fall, where Christ was sent to correct Adam's fall and rise mankind up. Check this out. It is fire! First and foremost, because we went into the all, the one, we not going to mistake and underestimate or misunderstand that the one did not know that this was going to take place. First and foremost, the one, invisible, created Sophia and Yao, husband and wife, divine masculine and divine feminine, to Big Bang, to create us, for us. But the mistake was happening. The one knew was happening. He created a veil. So when people say the veil is being lifted, he created the veil for the superpowers above, because he knew what Sophia was doing was incorrect. And so everything started to fall. He created a veil for the fallen realm and from the supernal realm. And so when they say the veil is fading, man, check this out, man. Check the story of Sophia and Yaldabaoth. Mary said to him, Holy Master, where did your disciples come from? Where are they going? And what should they do here? The perfect Savior said to them, I want you to know that Sophia, the mother of all and the companion, desired all by herself to bring these creatures into being without her male companion. Come on now. Is that not enmity? To bring these beings into creation without her male companion. By the will of the Father of all, that his unimaginable goodness might be released, he created a curtain between the immortals and those who were to come later, so that this might follow. Every realm and chaos, and what is defective from the female might appear, and error might contend with her. These constituted the curtain of the spirit. So the Most High, he created the divine masculine, divine feminine. Through him creating that, the Most High created that. So he said, man, I know what y'all gonna do. Man, hold on, before y'all do it, just hold on. Laid out a curtain, said, man, y'all ain't gonna mess up my realm. Y'all go ahead and mess y'all room up. That's adult parents, adult parent stuff. Like, man, this y'all play area, mess y'all stuff up. My stuff is clean. When y'all decide to clean y'all act up, then y'all could come sit with the king. So, why is that big? Because even in here, geez, we going to it. We ain't even gonna talk about it. We going to it. And Sophia repents. But hold on, though. Hold on. Yo! Then the mother began to move around. She realized that she was lacking something when the brightness of her light diminished. She grew dim because her partner had not collaborated with her. I said, Lord, what does it mean that she moved around? The Lord laughed and said, do not suppose that it is as Moses said, above the waters. No, when she recognized the wickedness that had taken place and the robbery her son had committed, she repented. Divine feminine repented. Now, why is that important? Because what's next with us couldn't take place if she could not be accountable. So, people, hey, and I'm gonna say this. As a man, I'm gonna hold myself accountable, all right? But there is an argument in the male community space that Our counterparts do not like accountability. It's the kryptonite. If that is, be that as it may. It was only through repentance of our mother that this was shown, or that this was allowed or given to us. Check this out. Check this out. So we come into the Gospel of Philip. The Gospel of Philip. It say Adam's soul. Because remember, Sophia brought Yaldabaoth in, who brought in the first beings. Oh, and even alongside of that, I'm gonna hit you with, I'm not gonna say it's Native American, but I'm gonna hit you with an Indian folk tale that talks about the evil twin, the good twin and the evil twin, where the good twin can see. He can see with his two eyes, but they call the evil twin the blind twin. That's allegory, because they always call the evil side, the feminine side, the dark side, the spiritual side. What they say, close your eyes, and then this eye opens. This eye opens. That's the blind twin. Whereas the first twin that came first, the solar twin, he can see. So these eyes are open, but it don't indicate that this one is open. But they twins. Hold on though. Hold on. Adam's soul came from a breath. As we know in Genesis, the soul's companion is spirit. Espiritu means breath. And the spirit given to him is his mother. His soul was taken from him and replaced with spirit. When he was united with spirit, he uttered words superior to the powers, and the powers envied him. They separated him from his spiritual companion, hidden bridal chamber. They separated from him that hidden sphere Dolph, that inner feminine aspect within him, to go inside and have an apotheosis, to generate those energies, to become both masculine and feminine. The Christ consciousness. Now check this out. The births of Adam and Christ. Adam came from two virgins, the spirit and the virgin earth. Christ was born of a virgin to correct the fall that occurred in the beginning. So go back to Matthew 3 when he got baptized. We're going to go back to these tarot cards. When he got baptized, that's the ego death. From that ego death, transformation. With temperance, he went into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. The devil already has Adam and Eve attached based off of their fall. He's already holding them in attachment. But you keep on going on through detachment, the devil in reverse. And you begin to elevate. You begin to elevate. You begin to elevate. I'm going to always say it like this, and I'm going to use these tales because the angels, when they called in and they do battle, they always defeat the lower nature. Always. Like Michael when he slew Lucifer, or when he slew Satan. That's allegorical, because we was on the yesterday, Samael being the reverse black sun, Michael being the night, Michael being the light sun. That's allegorical, where it's not really Michael slaying the Naga, because don't they refer to Satan as the red serpent, the Naga? It's about the red serpent energies elevating up for that apotheosis, for you to then act with the upper archonic energies, the Michaels, the Raphaels, the Gabriels, because this is Gabriel. Michael up top, Raphael the heart, for you to interact with them as emissaries to have revelation from one, the most the most conscious, the most infinite. Why am I saying that? Because not only did Michael and Satan was in the Bible, but in the book of Enoch, the Most High sent or dispatched Raphael, that's my homie, dispatched Raphael to take care of his counterpart, Azazel. But not only that, in the book of Tobit, he also sent Raphael again to take on Asmodeus. Once you hit that fall, it is up to you through your conscious choices to understand the paths: death, transformation, temperance, elevate. And yo, I don't know if I should release it. I ain't going to. Matter of fact, I'm going to. This is day 2. I haven't eaten anything day 2. I ain't gonna lie. I had coffee because I do work. I get up. I had coffee. I haven't eaten. I had coffee. I had a organic, not an organic, but yeah, I had a vegan energy drink, you know, with the vegan symbols. It got biotin and B12 and all B6. And I had one of them, but I had been sticking to water. I had one energy drink and I had some coffee. I haven't eaten. This is day 2. We're going to see how far we're going to go to 40. We're going to see what we can do. Other than that, man, let me know something, man. Hit me in the comments. Peace.